ऑलराइट सुपर 3.5 रेड एफएम जे मैन मेरा नाम रेड इंडी शफल पर आपका स्वागत। मेरे साथ एक ऐसे अमेजिंग डायरेक्टर जिनके लिए हम जितना तारीफ करें उतना कम है, क्योंकि वो बहुत ही अमेजिंग है, वो रॉकस्टार डीएसपी यानी देवी श्री प्रसाद हमारे साथ। सर वेलकम टू दिस अमेजिंग इंटरव्यू। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड ऑल द वेरी लव एंड सक्सेस जो आपको पुष्पा के लिए मिल रहा है, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई।
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank all the people from all over India for giving us this kind of tremendous love, and from all the languages. And all the languages, the songs are trending, the movies trending. So thank you to one and all. And a happy Pongal to everyone.
अरे so sweet. Happy Pongal, happy Ugadi, happy Baisakhi, happy so many things are happening which is very happy. पहले तो ये जानना चाहता हूँ आपसे कि सर आपका लुक, जब मैंने आपको पहली बार मुंबई में आप आए थे हमारे स्टूडियो में, आपने फोटो खिंचाया था हमारे साथ और आपने हमारे फोटोज फ्रेम करके हमको भेजे थे, हमको बहुत बहुत अच्छा लगा। आज भी हमारे स्टूडियो में वो रखा है हमने।
Thank you.
बट या ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, आपका लुक अभी तक चेंज नहीं हुआ है, इसके पीछे का राज क्या है?
रहस्य कुछ नहीं है, रहस्य एक ही रहस्य है, वो संगीत है।
अरे so sweet.
It's a magic. I think anything in life, the most important thing in life is to be happy. I think music keeps you happy. So nothing else, because I don't even sleep on time and eat on time. I just keep working. But the thing is, since my work itself is music, I think that music is like kind of, it gives me all the energy and the happiness. So it's going on with that.
Wow. I see a Michael Jackson poster behind. Can you tell me something more about it? Like आपकी जिंदगी में जब पहली बार आपने माइकल जैक्सन को सुना, उनके गाने सुने, how was it? How was it life changing? How did that happen? And क्या हुआ उसके बाद?
Okay, now we are actually in my composing room here. You're just seeing this one small thing, but I have a rack that has got all Michael Jackson books about his biography and his pictures, his shows. And okay, I can't turn the thing, but I think I can try. It's all in a mess, but can you say another Michael Jackson over there?
Yes. Wow.
So if you go to my the studio, the main studio, what you can see is like huge posters of Michael Jackson put on the wall everywhere in every nook and corner of the studio. So that's how I grew up, watching Michael Jackson and getting inspired. In fact, he was the first musician that I ever knew as a kid after I was born. I think for most of us, right? So Michael Jackson, there's nobody in this world who doesn't know Michael Jackson. And even before I knew his name, I knew that, okay, this person is an amazing singer and a dancer. And when I was a little kid, like maybe in my first grade or something, my father gave me one VHS tape that time, which says The Legend Continues. And I used to watch it every day after coming back from school. So I literally grew up with that tape, and I still have it with me. So the influence that this man has on me is incredible. And then Ilayaraja sir. So later on, when I started knowing what music is all about, then I became a devotee of Ilayaraja sir. So Michael Jackson and Ilayaraja sir are like,
yeah, I know there's a huge photo cut out in the room where you have a piano there.
Right. Oh my God, you know that? Yeah.
I've seen that because I saw the video where you were I think Sri Valli was getting composed, and I think Sid Sriram was singing that, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Thank you, sir. That is in the hall of the studio. So and my guru Mandal Srinivasji. So all these people have shaped me up what I am today. So yeah.
Wow.
So whenever I'm little like stressed or down or don't know what to do, or even when I'm just happy also, I just watch Michael Jackson's music videos. I just put it up, and even before all these were on YouTube also, right from my childhood I started collecting all his DVDs, VCDs, and Blu-ray discs, everything. I have all the formats of Michael Jackson in my home theater.
Wow. Well, moving on with you as an artist, कि श्रीवल्ली के बारे में कुछ बताइए हमको। मतलब बहुत बहुत प्यारा लगा ये गाना, और सिड श्रीराम की आवाज में तो बहुत ही और मतलब चार चांद लगाती है। Tell me, how did this song happen?
Thank you. So this like really happened. See, most of the songs, my compositions are like very spontaneous, like on spot we do while listening to the narration. So Srivalli also happened like that when my lyricist Chandrabose Garu came out with this word, because I asked what is the name of the girl, Srivalli. And Chandrabose sir, another day when we were having lunch, after finishing that, we were just walking back to the room where we were composing, and then he just said, "Chupe Bangaramayane." How will this word sound? He just told that word, like your ek jhalak is like equivalent to gold for me. So
Yeah.
I'm craving for your look. Why are you not looking at me? Is the kind of situation that director Sukumar sir had told us. So we were thinking of, okay, how to coin this. Then he came out with this idea, Chupe Bangaramayane. I really loved it. I said, wow, this sounds really good. Okay, let me work on it. And I just went back to my room. I picked up my guitar and our composing room. My rhythm player and all was there. So I said, okay, guys, listen to this. And I just started strumming, and immediately the flow came. Like, "Tana chupe bangaramayane," and I added that name, Srivalli Manikyamayane, and I extended the phrase. And I asked him, like, if you can make more phrases like that, Adaine, Idaine, something like that.
Right.
So within 5 minutes, Sukumar sir and Chandrabose sir came to our composing room. And I said, okay, listen to this. And I sang. As soon as he heard it, Sukubai said, oh man, this is amazing. And he said, I love the way you went, instead of going up like ta-na, ta-na, ne, na, 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 ta-na, na, na, ne, na, na, ne, na, na, na. Somehow he said, he was telling me, I don't know how to say it musically, but instead of going up, it's going back down. I really like that. Generally, it doesn't happen like that, he said. I said, that's how we define music. So don't worry about what words you use.
Right.
You said it exactly right. I said, and ever since that song, I mean, within 5 minutes it was over, and Chandrabose started penning it down, and then we came out with these beautiful lyrics. He really rocked it. And then, of course, it's Sriram sang it so beautifully. In all the 4 languages, I made him sing. And in Hindi, I always wanted Javed Ali sir to sing it.
Right.
I'm a great fan of Javed Ali ji. And the way we recorded in Hindi is totally different. I made it more like a Sufi. We
Correct.
gave all the Sufi touches and all that. And people who have heard are in love with the Hindi version as well. So
Right.
thanks to Sid and also to Javed Ali sir. Yeah.
मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ आपसे, आप सिंगर सिलेक्ट कैसे करते हैं? पुष्पा is coming in so many languages. So as a music director, it is double, no, triple, no, 5 times the work of a normal film.
That's what
So,
Allu Arjun was telling in all his interviews. Devi actually has not done just 5 songs. He did 25 songs for this film, he said. But actually that much of work went into it, because selecting every singer itself was a very tedious job, because I wanted the singer to be bang on. And luckily for me, for the kind of work that we did, or the kind of trust that I built with my producer, directors, heroes and all that, the way I work is, and I should really be grateful and thankful to them, they just narrate me the subject and then leave the rest to me. So like, I'm in charge of the music completely department. So when you have only when you have that kind of a responsibility on your shoulders, then you do your 100% best. Right. And I cannot work on a film if that trust is not there. So from the very beginning of my career, so I turned down so many films if I was being asked too many questions. So because music is an emotion, and you still don't know what will happen next, right? And then sometimes you think, okay, this voice will be the best for this song, but as you sing, then it might not be good, or sometimes it might be better than what you thought. And sometimes the voice feel might be good, but the scale in which you recorded might not suit, might not be very comfortable for that singer. And even if you tweak the scale to that singer's comfortable scale, and if it's a duet, the other singer will be in soup. So, and sometimes the scale also helps the song to sound the way it is sounding actually. When you change the scale of the song, it might lose its charm. So there are a lot of things which we can't even explain to people. So why I say I'm blessed or grateful to them is when they trust, all these I can take a call on. Like, just on the go. Orchestration, nothing. And between me and Sukubai, it is amazing, because we don't even have any discussions. Like discussions, and we discuss about, okay, what the story is, what's the character, what are the lyrics, and what should be the mood of the song, how should the character behave. A lot of inputs like that. And Sukubai's greatest power is that his basic storyline, or his basic idea itself is really brilliant. He's very new. So when the basic idea is new, everything else that follows will automatically become new. Right? So when I record a song between me and Sukubai, I just call and say, honey, I'm like once we did this film called 100% Love, and there's a song called Infatuation sung by Adnan Sami sir in that. When I composed the song, I just got a crazy idea, and he said he wanted a song about infatuation. So I got a crazy idea, and the girl is a very traditional girl in that, and the guy is a modern guy. So I called him and said, okay, I got an idea. I'm going to represent the guy. The guy is going to be a piano, and the girl is going to be a classical violin. I said, this is what I said. He said, darling. He says, darling, okay. Darling, I love this idea. Okay, tune is okay. You send it. That's it. I didn't say anything else. So it is the trust that drives me.
That's the tune which you have.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I took so much of responsibility and pain to make this Pushpa album so good, because they didn't even know who are the singers singing.
Right.
So I was choosing, okay, this singer, let me experiment with this. Then this singer, then let me ask Vishal Dadlani. I wanted to work with them for a very long time. Then Benny, of course, he has sung a lot for me. So I was like picking and, choosing and picking who will be the best, who will be the best for that particular language, because I didn't want to lose the original flavor of the song in those respective languages, because that's what helps a song to reach the audience's hearts. Otherwise, music has no language actually. Until unless you put some lyrics, music is the same everywhere. It's universal. Generally, we say North style, South style, Spanish style, and only the styles differ. But then any style is okay anywhere actually, because it sounds new. But you can put in good lyrics and good vocals and put it in such a way that the people can own it. Then it really becomes a good song. And it took a long time for me to sit with the lyric writers and get the words done.
Yeah. Because in every language it has to be.
Yeah, without losing the flavor of it. And another blessing was I know Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi. So this has really helped me to sit with the lyricists and take care that the original flavor is not lost. Sometimes the same simile might not work in another language. I say, just try to find out something equivalent to this, and the lip has to match. Oh my God, it was like on and on. And I should thank all my lyric writers, Chandrabose sir and Tamil Viveka sir. Likewise, Rakhi Balamji for Hindi. Everybody who did a great job actually.
Ooh Ante Vaah Mama is been doing so many rounds, and people are like, even where Bollywood listening people in my office, when this song came out and everyone's like, "Ooh, suna kya? You will listen to the song Pushpa, it's crazy," and it's just. But yeah, I also heard the Kanika Kapoor version, but I like the Telugu version better. Kanika is also there in a very different way. So how did Kanika Kapoor happen? Because her voice she has done so many other songs, and choose kaise kiya?
So Kanika Kapoor and I, actually I always wanted to work on some song with her, and even we bumped into each other a couple of times in events and parties kind of thing. But then we always wanted to work together, but I was telling, okay, let's work on something really good. And that song did not happen till now. So when I was zeroing down the singers for this, because for instance in Telugu, I got a new girl who's a first time singer. She never sang before.
Wow. Wow.
So I just, I was searching for some singers on YouTube. And that's how I found her on YouTube in a small interview that she was talking. And Sukumar sir and I were always interested in searching for folk singers like that, right from the time of Rangasthalam. So we even in Rangasthalam introduced kind of 2-3 folk singers for first timers. So we had a long list which we searched that time itself. So again, we were like revisiting all that. And then we were also looking for somebody who has come now. A lot of people are uploading. I think this YouTube, at this point, I should also mention that I really appreciate these singers who are trying to just making their own songs and putting it up on YouTube. And I think YouTube is a blessing for this generation itself. So I just wanted this phrase to encourage more people, because that is actually finding their way to movies and whatever, to stardom. So many people have become stars on YouTube itself, even without the help of movies. So that way it is really great. So this girl I found on YouTube, and Sukumar sir was sharing some links and I was sharing some links. So there are a lot of singers which I zeroed down, and finally I thought this girl might be able to do it. So we called her, and to my surprise, she was, like I said, she was much, much better than what I even thought. because
Wow.
the original track itself, I had sung like that, like like that I sang. So after they heard it, Allu Arjun, Sukumar's producers, they heard it and said, "This song is dope, man. This is like, this is not going out of our heads, this tune. But you think any other girl would be able to sing like this? You think it will happen?" I said, "Don't worry, I'll take care." So everybody was like so conscious about will it come out like that. But when this girl came, her name is Indravati Chauhan. I played the track to her and said, "You have to sing it exactly like that." She just heard it once and she said, "Fatafat, fatafat," she was singing. She is blessed with it. I was like, "What?" And it's the first time she was singing.
Wow.
I said, "Oh man, cool." Then I started, based on that, I started like again zeroing down, like, okay, who will be good in Tamil? Then I thought of Andrea Jeremiah, who has sung blockbusters for me earlier. She's an actress. And then from Malayalam, Ramya Nambizan. And both of them, though they had their own work, as soon as I asked, they really obliged and came to sing. Thanks to them. Then in Kannada, Mangli sang. Mangli is really rocking Kannada industry now. Then finally, I wanted Kanika Kapoor ji to sing this because anyway it was pending vote. So I thought, okay, she'll be the best to do this. She's also very sweet. She came down to the studio when she heard the original girl's voice. She was like, all these four singers were complimenting the original singer's voice. They said, "This girl is something else. This girl is something." Kanika Kapoor was so sweet that she said, "You found a gem. This girl is going to become a superstar." And she also said, "I don't know if I can do it like her, but still I'll try." I said, "No, you have your own charm. See, every singer has their own charm." Right. And after Kanika Kapoor sang that, I loved the way she did that. Very metallic way. We tried to kind of change and play around with the voice. So then T Series called me and said, "Man, we were just listening to the song and what you got out of Kanika Kapoor and Sunidhi Chauhan's voice is terrific. They're sounding totally different." And even Sunidhi Chauhan, after singing Sami Sami, she called and said, "It's in the way Devi and I worked was totally different, and the way Devi wanted this. I'm so happy about the song." So when a singer herself or himself is so happy about the way it's recorded, that means it really matters to a composer. Right. You know, and two, they are big singers. They're like, they're rocking singers who have done already wonders and legendary work. So when they are impressed, I'm happy. Wow. It's such a humble thing to say. Thank you so much. And one word of advice, one last question, one word of advice for independent musicians जो आप देना चाहते हैं as a composer, as a musician, वो क्या? Okay, I think actually that's a very nice question. Why I'm saying this is I started as an independent musician. When I started, see, of course, my man is Michael Jackson. So I started as, I wanted to actually become a pop singer. That was what I was actually. So I started making albums and sending my demos to audio labels and all that. Then it happened. And then luckily this music thing also happened. And then I became very busy. And since that time, I was not finding time to make the albums and videos. So even now I keep watching everybody's albums and music videos, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, whoever makes it. And if I find really something good, I try to find out the numbers and send them a message or call them. Because I always feel that without depending on anyone, you doing your own job is a great thing, you know, and this is the best time for it. This is the bestest time for any individual musician, independent musician. So you keep doing your best, but only thing I want to say is when it is in independent album, why Michael Jackson's or why many of these legendary people's songs are hits are because the concepts have to be more generalized is what I feel. Even for films, that's what I do. Unless and otherwise it is necessary, I don't allow the lyricists or the directors. I tell them, please don't keep any story attached to it. Because a story attached to it lives only up to the film lives. Right. But a generalized concept lives forever. Like Mere Samne Wale Khidki Mein Ek Chand. That is a story. There is a story in that. But still, there is a general attitude also attached to it. You can sing that to any guy who's staying in a flat. There is a girl in the opposite window or the next door, or so some things like that. And Meri Sappunnon Ki Rani Kabhi Aayegi. This story is no story at all. Yeah. Anybody can sing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So when the song is general, so especially when you make independent albums, what is more important is the catchiness of the song, and what you're trying to say has to be very, very different, or at least something that catches your mind. Oh my God. Yeah, no, true, no. Sometimes, see, two things always work. Some things which were never said before, or some things which you always know but we don't think of it.
Correct.
Suddenly, when somebody says it, hey, yeah, man, it's there in our everyday life, but we never think of it. You know,
Right.
so both these actually work, and rightly said, in the right beat, in the right way, sung, and with the right hook. I think that is the biggest strength for any independent music, because otherwise people don't have time to sit and listen to it, because there are no stars, there's no promotion, there is no film attached to it. So if there is a film attached to it, if there is a star, if there's an audio label, if there is all this, then it will be there, we can't escape listening to it. But independent music is something where you have to barge through the traffic, musical traffic, and then make yourself heard. And it's not an easy job. It's not an easy journey. And if you're winning that, I think you're better than any other film personality.
Thank you so much, sir.
90.5 Red FM.
बजाते रहो